The madman!
I will serve.
It's time to Steed. Vine Cleaver though. Vine Cleaver. Outfitter. Pick the Valley cards. Ooze. Quality. Gluttonous Ooze. Over the garbage. Hey look, it's a Steed. Hey look, it's a Steed. Hey look, it's a Stonehill Defender. But hey, it's a Steed. Wow. Hey look, it's Tyrion Fordring. Hey look, it's a Steed. Yeah, I'll take that. Hearth Arena recommends Moat Lurker here. There are diminishing returns to Steeds, but not yet. Okay, we need, so after 3 Steeds, what we need is to really up the early game. Archery quality. Kings. Really don't need, like, big, fat, dumb guys. Okay, this is actually not a good card to pick because I have 2 kings and 3 steeds, which is definitely too many. But the other cards are garbage. It's very tempting to go jungle because you can go turn 7, jungle steed. And you just generally get more guys early. But it can't be denied that Dark Iron Dwarf is usually stronger. But with 2 kings already, on 4 I already have many situational cards. And there's also the consideration that I do have a Grime Street Outfitter, so the spell is slightly worse. The 2 Blessing of Kings really actually diminishes the dwarf. I'll go for the jungle here. Slight's Justice that good? I do have an equality, so slight benefit. But the minion really wants to be outfitted. Every single extra minion I get is better because I have 5 buffs in this deck. And I have a hand buff mechanic. Yeah, I think it's important to go Bartender. Ooh, Mistress or Silverhand? Silverhand Knight leads into the Spike Ridge Steed well. I have no 5s so far. Stand Against Darkness into Spike Ridge Steed is pretty good. There's only 1 hand buff mechanic, so it's not like choosing another spell is that bad. Because I already have Lost in the Jungle, I will skip a 1-drop yet again. And because I feel like I have enough 2-drops and 1-drops at this point in the game, we'll go Stand Against Darkness. And also, just having so many guys out, it's critical for Spike Ridge Steed. We have no dragons. We're gonna go Thespian. Hearth Arena creatively thinks we can use the Spawn of N'Zoth to synergize with our Vine Cleaver and our Stand Against Darkness and our Lost in the Jungle and Silverhand Knight, but they're awfully optimistic. Doppelgangster Grime Street Outfitter, but also Doppelgangster Steed. It's gotta be Seer. I'm very surprised Hearth Arena is rating Drake that high. I suppose it's because we have no 4-drops. There's the Justice. Happy to pick up a decent 2-drop. Happy to pick up a great 2-drop. I think that sacrifice is too slow a card. What we really need are 3-drops and 4-drops. Only 5 more cards to pick them. 3-drop, good one. Bad 4-drop. Choose the only reasonable pick. This is a good card in case I somehow don't have any minions to put Steed on 6, which will happen all the time. There's some argument towards Squire because Squire is a sticky enough card that you could stay around for a Steed. Let's see, late game, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. We have 2 kings and 3 steeds. The main problem with this deck is the lack of anything to do on turn 4 other than play exactly kings. It can also play a 2-drop in hero power, which means to play kings on 4, you need earlier game cards such as Ardent Squire. You want to play a Spike Ridge Steed on 6, so you can choose the hedge of, okay, sometimes I don't have a minion, I'll play Ogre. But maybe those games you're going to lose anyways. Wasp is a great card. Lets me king something, but Phoenix is a great card because it lets me play something on 4 that isn't kings. Whoo, Serena's had some tough choices. Wasp is always there to buff with the kings, but it's not like it's a great card to buff. Yeah, having a 4-drop is pretty good, and that's a really good 4-drop. 4-drop. Alright. What I think the deck needed, which is also why I picked Phoenix over the Wasp, the deck needs proactivity. Because if I'm not proactive, I won't have anything to put Steed and Kings on. So the deck certainly looks extremely strong, with Tyrion and 3 Steed and Vine Cleaver. And along with those things, it's got a nice host of cards. Ardent Squire, Elven Archer, Lost in the Jungle, and Light's Justice start off the deck to try to stay ahead. And then we've got Ooze Protector, Bartender, Outfitter, 2 Thespians, and a Volatile. So definitely a lot more early game than usual. 3 3-drops only, and 4 4-drops, of which 2 are Kings. This relies on making sure I have an early game to put a Kings on, but if not, Phoenix and Drake can stand in there. Picked up a good amount of 5-drops, which is good because it leads into 3 Spike Ridge Steed. So let's put up a poll, see how great you guys think this arena is. Okay, well, 10-12 wins hopefully. I think this deck will go 12 wins. Alright, so this deck will almost always get a 2 or 1 start, or both. And then the tricky part is just getting a 3-drop and a 4-drop, which I have here. So it looks good.
I suppose.
It's a good 3, 4, 5, 6, just seeing if I can get better. And whether or not I'm going to trade this in.
An incredible discovery.
Not attacking has the benefit that I just stack up more guys for a Spike Ridge Steed. Doppelgangster, pretty good to play into the secret, unless it's exactly Potion of Polymorph. Sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the Doppelgangster and the Potion of Polymorph do not work very well together.
We have many secrets.
It does work? The battle cry does go off? Okay. So the goal is successful of making sure I have a target for Spike Ridge Steed. Should have steeded the 3-3. Yeah, I should have. Oops.
What to do?
It's pretty much strictly worse to do that. The test.
Reporting for duty.
I didn't test for Spellbender though. Do I fear exactly Spellbender? I'm scared.
All fire one.
Oh my gosh, it actually is Spellbender. Or Ice Block.
An incredible discovery.
Nice secret mage deck. Is there anything I can trigger into Spellbender that isn't awful? There isn't. So the only way I can ever realistically get rid of it is by doing Kings and Steed on the same turn.
Reporting for duty.
I suppose.
Say hello to my little friend.
For justice. To battle. Reporting for duty. To battle.
A critic.
To battle. Reporting for duty.
My cards are so good, but I can't use them.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast
The Spellbender becomes a 3/7. If it ends up being that, I mean, Kings plus Steed will always become better than not. Wow. I just have to never play anything. Easy.
To battle. To battle. To battle.
So many spell-like things, I'm sure. Do I hit him in the face with this thing? I don't think so.
Reporting for duty.
You didn't have AoE earlier.
Reporting for duty.
So, we're thinking something along the lines of Spellbender plus Counterspell or Mana Bind.
Your magic shall not save
You are shivering.
3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. So, lethal on an ice block. Right, we're breaking the thing. Wait, so the second one triggered. That means the first one can't be Spellbender, right? Otherwise Spellbender would trigger first? I don't... I have to imagine that's how it works.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Oh! What? Why? The Spellbender was on the top! Oh!
for justice.
a critic.
Reporting for duty.
Why does it work that way? Why?
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Oh! It's not even about order. He played the Spellbender first. So it's on the top. So one would figure it would go off first, and then the counterspell would like trigger on. It's...
That was a mistake. Let me think.
Whoops.
I was so confident in that I made the play. I am so sad. The sick thing is, both of those cards are from the base set. Is this really the first time I've ever played against both Counterspell and Spellbender at the same time? Maybe.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Crystals! Fresh from Kazakis. Ah, too bad!
Don't mess with me. My eyes are open.
so I can play Dark Skill Healer and avoid getting Holy Novid. It's pretty good right now, but I might be able to get even better. How greedy am I? This makes kind of sense because it dodges Dragonfire, which is this doesn't or that doesn't. We're kind of greedy, aren't we? It's like, yeah, there's value here, but there's even more value later, possibly. Alright, we'll heal that. You have another 2-2, it's fine.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
So I want to try to dodge stacking too many things on one thing. We can do this and that. That's pretty good.
Reporting for duty.
Not on my watch.
Does chat know if I've ever gotten counterspelled and spellbindered before? It's hard to imagine. It's been like 4 years and I have never done that? Oh. Oh. Ooh, that's a happy little curve. And I'm pretty sure we play Uzon too, and not Guy. Although the opponent kept his little hand, so that implies he might have a good one, which might include Eagle Horn Bow.
Put this apple on your head.
The battle! The battle! Bottoms up. My eyes are
I had to think about what was more likely, to destroy a weapon or to heal something.
I'm warning you.
It's actually pretty close.
Reporting for duty. Bottoms up.
So this is going to be one of the classically super good, easy games, I think.
The battle.
It's nice how I have so many guys who just summon a bunch of guys on 5. Which one do I go? This one can get Grime Streeted. This one can get Explosive Shot, but if I get Explosive Shot I can play Doppelgangster, I guess.
Ready, sir.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Oh, that's pretty good. Deadly Shot? Do I... Let me hedge. And you have another Spike Ridge Steed waiting. You hedge.
Reporting for duty.
Deadly Shot / Hunter's Mark. Basically, hard removal. Wow.
Boys.
The battle.
Go, go, beastly Gurubashi. One more health. I could have attacked for 19.
Reporting for duty. Nice to meet you.
Do you think you knew the meaning of value? Well, I was raised in the value. I was molded in the value. The only reason why I lost is because I didn't understand a rules interaction.
Engaging.
Why? Oh my god, I lost!
Reporting for duty.
Oh my god. We have to use our health as a resource here.
For justice.
I probably have to plan on hitting this thing twice. I haven't lost yet.
For justice.
Is there any benefit to not killing this yet?
I must move quickly.
I cry every time. Oh my god.
The battle! The battle! The battle! By the holy light of justice! Reporting for duty.
In a way, if I go 1 and 3, it'll be just as amazing as 12 wins. I think Crip would literally be dead, quote Twitch chat. There are probably some decks which are not high value enough, which would keep Spikeridge Steed in their hand if they have a reasonable curve. I can see myself doing that pretty easily with other decks. Mulligan 2 Spikeridge Steed, get another Steed back. Alright, I'll take it. There's also kind of a random way to lose with this deck. You don't have a board.
I suppose.
And then you can't Kings or Spikeridge Steed anything. And that's actually the ways that I thought I would lose. That wouldn't happen too often, but it would happen like maybe once or maybe twice. So maybe I'd go 12-1, maybe I'd go 12-2. It's usually 12-0, but I think this is the best deck I've ever had at 1 and 2.
Talk about a nice suit.
This is the best deck I'll ever have that goes 1 and 3, actually. Thinking about whether or not to coin out Light's Justice. If I coin out Light's Justice, he can't save his guy, but it means I'm so much slower to the races. Maybe the answer is Light's Justice Hero Power.
I must move quickly. Reporting for duty.
The Ghoul Coin weapon had the main problem of I don't have follow-up. This play has the problem of being too weak, and Just Ghoul has the problem that he can save this stuff. Alright, so with this line I can set up some kind of
For justice.
Coin Seer.
You wish to live forever.
Or, you know, guy, coin, kings. We're actually going 1 and 3 with this deck. It's staggering. I mean, this is a legitimate loss. It happens. But this is one of the losses that should have been buffered. Also, what is this guy doing over at 1 and 2?
Blessed be this funnel cake.
Alright, we're all in on Ooze. Sometimes he doesn't have the removal for this thing. And then I win, actually. And then I win.
Justice.
Well played.
Just act natural.
Well played.
Well played.
Actually incredible.